Good morning, YouTube. How are you? What's been going on? How you doing? I'm doing good. It's the Tuesday after Memorial Day, and I'm beat. Y'all, whew! That's a long 3 days. Oh my God. I'm definitely tan, at least from the upper portion. It's pretty much spent the entire 3 days outside. Again, I apologize for my voice. I am still getting over the cold that the little munchkin gave me. That was fun over the weekend as well. So I apologize now. I'm still a little snotty up here, still a little coffee. So there you go. All right, so I'm trying to get my film stuff together. I think I may have the Prince get his drone out, maybe do some drone work for me today. We did a lot of yard work. We got the dirt delivered. I did get the Bobcat. We did not get enough dirt delivered, so we're not done. We only got 1 truckload instead of 2. We really needed to, so we get to do it again. Yay! But we did get a lot of stuff done. The upper portion got dug out for the tiles, so yay, praise Jesus. We don't have to dig that stuff out because, wow. I mean, he had it, like Paul had it done in an hour. He did really good work. So thanks, Paul. It's my friend. He also subscribed. So, hey, how's it going? We got all that dug out. He got part of the property leveled off as well because we had to kind of bring some stuff up. Started the backfill. We got part of that done. Again, we ran out of dirt. Had a little bit of a faux pas. Little accident with the sidewall. We're going to have to get that fixed. Other than that, everything went really, really, really well. Literally, we got the work done that we needed to do within 5 hours. I mean, we literally had the Bobcat for 3 days and only used 5 hours. I couldn't get any more dirt delivered because of the holidays, so we're going to have to wait and do it again. Although I think we're going to get a dingo for the rest of it because we just don't need. That Bobcat was ginormous, you guys. It was really big. Like, it was really big. Wow. I thought it was going to be smaller than that, but it wasn't. So we got a lot of that done. I got my shutters painted and all of them put back up, but one. So I bought bags of the little, they're like plastic nails, I guess you'd say. That's what holds the shutters up. And I bought enough to put up all the existing shutters plus the shutters that we planned on purchasing, which I haven't purchased the shutters. There's no shutters in my back area, so we don't like that. So we're going to purchase more shutters to cover those windows back there. So I bought all of those little nail things for all of the shutters, even though I didn't have them. We broke quite a few trying to get... You would think the shutters would just go right back in their spot, right, and not give you any guff about it. But they didn't, and they were a real pain in the butt, and the Prince let me know how much of a pain in the butt these things were. It was awful. So we literally were 3 shy of getting the last shutter up. So I had to order some more of those, and we got to wait a couple of days. So the ladder will stay where it is. Thank you, Scott, for letting us use your ladder. He is our local Mr. Home Depot. Pretty much if we don't have it, he does. So we go to him. We've had that for like over a week. But we got them all up. They look wonderful. I'll take some more video of that as well, which that'll be part of what we're doing in the side property. I'll put it all in the same video so as to not to bore you with like 2 separate pieces of it. But it is amazing how much of a difference that makes. And again, I wish that I had videotaped painting them, because I don't think a lot of people realize that you can paint those shutters. And it lasts a really good long time if you do it correctly, and you know, you don't like heavy paint it, you know, and get clumps and all that kind of stuff. And you use the right kind of paint that will adhere to whatever surface it is that you're painting. Mine happened to be plastic, so I made sure that I used a paint that would adhere to plastic, which it did. But they look fabulous. Shutters are expensive, you guys. So, I mean, I just saved us thousands of dollars, to be quite honest with you. spending the money on a few cans of paint. So there you go. It could totally be done. Doesn't look tacky. I promise it doesn't. We'll get video and I'll show you, because I know people want to see it. But yeah, it was a great home project. Did not like, where our house is really tall in a couple of places, so I didn't like that the Prince was on that really tall ladder like that. It makes me really super nervous. But we got it done and everybody's okay and nobody got hurt, nobody died. So hang on, I gotta merge. Hey, there we go. Woo! Buckle up, y'all. It's the law. See, I love living in the South. That's the sign. That's what it says. Buckle up, y'all. It's the law. It is the law. I think it's a stupid law. I wear my seatbelt. Wear it every day. Woo! Just, woman, you need to give me a chance to get over before you run up on my butt. See, that's aggressive driving, which you ought not do. There's no reason for that. Back off a little bit. Give the time, the person time to get out of the way. You don't need to run up on them like that. It's dangerous. Adam, that's the stuff that I was talking about. And I know you watch my YouTube channel. That's the stuff I'm talking about. See, I can go fast and be safe. That was not being safe. That was being aggressive. Take it for what it's worth. Anywho, where was I? Shutters. Okay, so we got the shutters done. Then I decided to get a hair up my butt and redo some of my planting areas, moving things and things of that nature. Remember I told you guys that I had to backfill around my walkway, that all the dirt had come up off of that and you could literally like stick your hand underneath the concrete walkway. So I got all that done. I got all the dirt up there and I didn't have to take my plants out. I just kind of went up over them and everything worked fine. Well, I have a lot of Cypress grass, and Cypress grass is the green and white striped. Then there's monkey grass that's all green. Well, I have the green and white striped stuff. It's a variegated version of monkey grass. It doesn't grow as fast, and it doesn't take over as much, because variegated versions just don't. They tend to be smaller and they just don't grow as fast. But they do get really large. Get the clumps start from like this and they go to like that. You can actually dig those up and you can section them, separate them out, and then move them to other areas. Some people don't know that you can do that. There's a lot of plant variations that reprocreate like that you can actually dig up, separate, put them back, and then move them to other areas. I have a tendency to go to things that do that because I like the plant and I want to be able to separate and move and all that. And when you have too much, you just share it with your friends. That's how it goes. So I had a bunch of that Cypress grass that I needed to section out. Then we just had a bunch of big clumps. And got my whole walkway done. It looked really, really, really good. Pulled up my Mondo grass because it was in places I didn't want it to be, and I moved it to other areas to start taking over. So I did a lot of yard work Sunday. Did a ton of yard work Sunday. I literally pretty much stayed outside almost the entire weekend. Because, just stuff needed to get done, and it's like, okay, well, we're done with the backfill, I can't do any more there, so let me just move on and I'll start. This is what happens when we stay home for an extra few days, is I end up working my guts out. And then Monday, I ended up mowing the lawn, what lawn I have left to mow, because there's a lot of it got covered up, so it was quick, I didn't have to do a whole lot. Mowed the lawn, cleaned out the fountain, went back in, started cleaning the house. And when I went to cleaning, I went nuts. I started cleaning carpets and furniture, and I scrubbed my floors and waxed my floors, and yeah, I went a little crazy. I went a little nuts. And I had most of that done before 12 o'clock. Because I woke up at 6:30 every day I was off. Hey! Man, it is what it is. My body will not let me sleep in much past 7 o'clock. It just doesn't. So I just get up and roll with it. I think Sunday morning I got up, it was around 6:30, and it's already light by 6:30 now during the season. So I went outside and sat on my back veranda where my waterfall is, and just enjoyed the day and enjoyed the scenery, and it wasn't too terribly hot, and my puppies and kitties were outside keeping me comfortable. Did a little shopping, which I shouldn't have done, but I needed to. I came up with an idea, and I think this will work. I'll videotape some of this as well, because if it saves a lot of money and still accomplishes what we're trying to accomplish, I want to share that out for people. That way people can use those things as well. I have a bit of back furniture out there, and we purchased a set of chairs chairs and table. There was 3 chairs and a table. And I knew better because the back of the chairs was that plastic wicker, and I should have known better. Like, the chair itself was solid metal. The seats have straps against them around the bottom of them, so even if the wicker came off, there's like solid straps of metal. You've got something to put the cushions on regardless. Well, of course, within a couple of years, that plastic breaks down. I knew better. It was pretty, and I really liked it, and I should have known better. So the whole wicker, I ended up taking all the wicker off the chairs and just keeping the frame. Well, they're kind of round chairs like this. Instead of being square, they're curved and round like that. There's no backs. Like, it's metal that goes around like this, but where you'd want to put a cushion, there's nothing to hold the cushion there. So I came up with some ideas. We did some leather straps. It worked okay. I think I'm going to see if I can find somebody that can do some welding and have them just weld on two straps on the backs of each one of those chairs so that the cushions don't fall through, because the chairs are in really good condition. Like, other than them not having something to keep the cushions from falling out the back, they're good chairs. They're really super comfortable, so I don't want to get rid of them. I should be able to find a way to fix that. Right shoulder blocked in 6 miles, use caution. Okay. I should be able to find a way to fix that, basically, and do it within, something that's reasonable where it doesn't cost a lot of money, and be able to repurpose those things. I love the chairs and don't want to get rid of them. So I ended up buying 3 more metal chairs to take the place of those so that people had a comfortable place to sit. So I have red cushions and red pillows that are sitting on those. The pillows I bought a few years ago and they're really good condition. The cushions that are on the chairs, they're 4 or 5 years old. They're starting to look a little rough, but they're expensive. When you buy cushions, guys, Jesus, these things can get up over $100 what these people want for cushions. It's insane, and I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So I'm trying to find alternatives to still have something that's comfortable, that's going to last, that doesn't cost a fortune, basically, to do, because I don't want to do it. So the problem that I had with my big pillows that I bought a couple of years ago, of course, them being out in the weather, things of that nature, they'll get like the green pollen and stuff on them. It's really hard to get that off. Well, what I was looking on Amazon is they have pillow covers that have zippers, so you can actually take them off and you can put that in the washing machine and wash it and then put it back on. You just buy, either they come with the inserts or you just buy the inserts. Well, I ended up finding ones that I really liked that didn't have inserts, so I bought a bunch of pillow inserts. I bought a few pillow covers, and they're beautiful pillow colors. I got 2 of them for less than would cost me for 1 cushion, right? So the idea behind this is that I can take the covers off and wash them if I need to, right? And then when the end of the season comes, I can take the covers off, wash them, dry them, put them away, and then store the pillows in my container that I have, so that they should last longer. They should look better longer and last longer because they're not out in the elements. Even though I cover my tables and stuff now, it's just easier to take care of them. So we'll see how that kind of works. If that works out really well, I may just make some of my own pillow covers, depending on what I can find. Like if I can't find the type of fabric that I'm looking at. So that's the idea of where we're going with that. We'll see how that works out in the season. Some of the stuff is going to come in later than others. Like some of the things I'll have in a couple of days, and there's a couple of them that I may not get till July. It just depends on whether or not they can get it to me. So we'll see how that goes. So we're working on the back deck and the furniture there and making that look nice and making it comfortable for people to sit and be in the evening. That's the best place in my property to be because the sun has already went over the other side of my house, so we have some nice shade. But it's beautiful. That's where a lot of the garden is back there. We have the waterfall, so it's very delightful to be back there, and I want it to be comfortable for people. So hopefully we'll get the rest of the yard work done in the next couple of weeks. I have a feeling that when we take our vacation or our staycation in July, we're probably going to be putting down the tile on that upper terrace. That's what I'm thinking is going to end up happening. I will set up the camera for that. I will videotape that one because we can just set that up at a far and videotape it from there. We didn't get really any actual videotaping of our actually doing the work and filling it in because we had big equipment out and there was just too much stuff and there really wasn't a good place for me to put the camera that it wasn't going to be in the way. So I didn't videotape that part of it. I did get the after shot. So I'm still working on that video to oddly enough, which gave me time to get a lot of stuff done over the weekend. Babies are doing fine. I'm still in contact with Brandy, and the kittens are all doing well. Everybody's eating good. Everybody's playing good. Ghost has made friends with one of the female cats that she has. He absolutely loves her. So I'm glad he's happy. Rachel, I'll be getting a hold of you. Got permission from Adam. Maybe we'll do a weekend with Ghost, and see if him and Rhodey will get along, and if that will make Rhodey happy. If that's the case, then we'll see if Randy can foster up until you guys get back from vacation, and we'll get you hooked up with him. So I may have an adopter for Ghost. He is an absolute little sweetheart, and he's beautiful. So one of the families that adopted my polydactyl from last year, Adam and Rachel Lowe, love you people, they had another cat, and that cat came up missing. They haven't found him, which is Rockstar, and Rhodey is taking it really hard. Like, he's in some serious grieving. He needs a buddy. Ghost needs to be in a place that has another cat. He is not going to do well on his own. So his little girl Quinn fell in love with Ghost the day that she was there with Daddy and did a radio show. So it's not my fault. He's the one that told me to show her the kitty. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it. But you know, he was like, go show her the kitty because she's sick and she doesn't feel good. And of course she falls in love with him. So we do things like that, you know, where we will let them go for a weekend or two and just see how the family will do. And if it works out really well, then we do the final adoption. And we call that foster to adopt. Like, technically Ghost is not big enough to be vaccinated or fixed yet. So if they get him early, I call that foster to adopt. You're fostering it, and when it gets old enough to be fixed and vaccinated, you're to take them to Dixie. You pay for them to get fixed, you pay for them to get vaccinated, and then you have officially adopted the little one. And that's how it works. And it works out really well, because sometimes they can get them a little bit easier, which also can take the strain off of our other fosters when we have babies that have nowhere like that to go. So I'm a big fan of foster to adopt because it helps us place kittens a little bit sooner than we normally would, but we still get the job accomplished. We still get them fixed, we still get them vaccinated, and we still get them adopted. So everybody's happy. So I'll let you guys know how that works out if that's something that we end up deciding to do. I think Rachel will, because she's been working on Adam, because Quinn has been working on Rachel. So, because we talked about that a couple of weeks ago on one of the drives in. All right, so can't think of anything else that I think that we need to talk about. So, you know, we're 17 minutes in. We got 17 minutes of nonsense. That's probably good enough. All right, guys, so you know the rules. Till I see you the next time, stay safe, stay clean, and have a perfect day.